Mason 500 on the attacking, averages almost 4 kills a set, and that was to the point of no return. And Ciso tips around the block, dug up. Setter's dump. Jackson Lay, one shot to get it over. Marquez will do it with a forearm. Back set, beautiful run of the offense, but Ocampo on the swing misses. They ran the play perfectly. The ball, I don't think, on the set was just high enough. (12 serving 6). Here's a tip by Kirk. Coretti is there, reversed by Vasquez. Here's Ocampo from the middle, and he hits it out. Cougars want a touch, in fact. So it's going to be South Point, so Brady Dunlap back to the service line. Serving 7-12. Quick in the middle, big swing again. Told you he is so explosive. He comes at you from a lot of different angles. Gavin Mason with a put away. To the service line now, Bryce Kirk. Vasquez now for Jackson Lay. Got a whistle. Are they saying Ocampo was in the net? Okay. 13-8 now, and here we go. Luke Vasquez to float it over. He does. Garcia sets in the middle, tip around the block by Ocampo, and he puts it away. Nobody there to cover. He found a seam and off the hands of Luke Beltran. And it's 14-8 now. Josh Jake back in the lineup, leaving is Luis Garcia. And now to serve, Gavin Mason. Beltran on the return, not a good one, but he's got an opportunity, a free ball. Quick in the middle, Ocampo fires away and is blocked back. (15 for 16). Here comes Dathan Montera now as Jaime Enciso leaves the lineup. Jake over the top of the block. Vasquez for Beltran, and he hits the net. Now it's bumped back. So one shot to get it over. I thought it hit the net. No call, and here we go. Ocampo over the top of the block and got it. Dathan Montera diving for it. Missed it, and it's 14. Make that 15-9. Coronado. Ethan Ocampo to the service line. Montera with the return. Marquez, big swing and bump back on a free ball. Tip at the net by Josh Dake, and good. Back to Ocampo to serve. Tough one to handle. Montera is there. Jackson Lay going to reverse it over. Leonard sets left side. Big swing for Hudson. He's blocked back. Leonard back sets right side for Jake. He'll fist it over. Ball goes in the net, and Vasquez is under the net. And that's a point, 17-9 in favor of Coronado. This match is all tied up at one set apiece. 25-21 South, 20-25 Coronado, set 2. Here we are in set 3, and Ocampo to do the serving now. Montera there. Vasquez for Lay. Jackson blocked back for the point. It's good work up front. Nate Hurt with a put back, right back at you. 18 serving 9 is how we will put the ball in play. And again, back to Ocampo. To the back line and Dunlap. Vasquez for Marquez. Cross court out. Well, Marquez had an opportunity, just hit it wide. Had the right idea, just missed. 10-point lead, their biggest of the match. 19-9 for the Cougars. And back to Ocampo to serve. He'll put it in play, and Dunlap gets it back on a free ball. Tip around the block there for Hurt. Vasquez for Lay. Soft roll shot, good. Nice. Good looking play for Jackson Lay. The libero rotates out. Enter Kenny Shorten. Remember the County High football team. Not a bad year for him. Service goes into the net. Kenny Shorten, a 6'4" senior at County. 20-10. Jake to put it in play. In the middle is Marquez. Hits it deep, that's out. Took a nice set, had a big swing, just hit it long. 21-10 now. Coronado has the advantage and the ball in hand. Montero with a return. Vasquez from the 10-foot line fires away. Here comes Hudson, he got it. Kenny Shorten got there late. Vasquez to make that Beltran late. And a clean put away, and it's 22-10. Josh Jake to do the serving now. Off the net, miss-hit volleyball. Montero there. Vasquez will reverse it over. Leonard quick in the middle. Tip around the block there by Hurt. Colts control. Marquez, big swing. Out. (23-10) is the lead. And the service, tough one. Montero thought he was going to make the play, but in fact it's Vasquez and Leonard with it in the middle. Sets it up for Hurt. Hurt hits the net. Just miss-hit the volleyball. 23-11. 11 serving 23 with Eric Heredia coming on to do the serving now for the Pueblo South Colts. South Colt baseball team in action today at Hobbs Field. Make that the Nooch on Runyon Sports Complex. And Heredia to serve, he does. Ball put in play. Kirk on the return. Hurt, cross court, good. 24-11 now. Cougars trying to take a 2-1 advantage here. It's the first one to 25-2 by set. Match, best 3 of 5. Service is a tough one to handle. Montero forearms it over. Garcia sets to the right side. Kirk takes a swing right through the block and good. And it's 25-11. And that's the final in set number 3. It's 2-1 Coronado. We'll take a timeout. And set number 4 is coming up next on the ticket.
Angela's Chapel Funeral Directors has been providing Pueblo and Colorado Springs communities with the same service they have provided their own family for many, many years. To treat every woman as if she were our mother or sister, every man as if he were our father or brother. Angela's Chapel Funeral Directors continues to provide caring and compassionate service with dignity and respect. And remember, when you lose someone you love, call someone that you can trust. Angela's Chapel Funeral Directors. Online at angelaspueblo.com.
Are you ready to stake your claim on the best grill in the neighborhood? Better head to Bounty and Yield Meat Market, 2029 South Pueblo Boulevard near Big Bear Wine and Liquor. The best burgers and steaks start with the best meats. Bounty and Yield Meat Market features all natural Colorado-grown beef, pork, chicken, buffalo, and elk. No hormones, no antibiotics. From farm to table, Bounty and Yield. Your all-natural, all-local meat and grocery source. Open Monday through Saturday, 10 a.m. till 7 p.m., 2029 South Pueblo Boulevard. For weekly specials and meat packages, you never have to leave town for quality meats. Pueblo's Bounty and Yield.
It's game time, and what a great time for a Subway sandwich from Joe DeLeo Subway stores in Pueblo. With 4 Pueblo locations, there's one near you. Great before the game, after the game, or anytime. Make it the way you want, hot, cold, big, or epic. And it's always made fresh at Joe DeLeo Subway stores. Sandwiches and salads with health-conscious options. 3216 West Northern near South High School. In Blend, in Walmart on Pueblo's South Side. And the new location, 1271 West Pueblo Boulevard, at the corner of Lake and Pueblo Boulevard. Joe DeLeo Subway stores of Pueblo.
Having a healthy smile begins and ends with regular dental checkups. It's the key, and that's exactly what every family can expect from Park West Dental. Parents are always welcome in the treatment areas to comfort their child. We accept Medicaid and most insurances with little or no cost to you. Park West, trusted dental and vision care for infants, children, and teens. Immediate appointments available. Call 544-3054. Online, visit youthdentalvision.com.
This program is brought to you in part by Spectrum Community Services, home and community-based services to persons with developmental disabilities. For more information, call 545-4057. Spectrum Community Services, adding more to life.
Well, once again, a very pleasant good evening. Welcome back to the Spectrum Community Services of Pueblo broadcast area. My name is J.J. Valentine, and we're about ready to get back to action. The score right now sitting 2-1. South won set number 1, 25-21. Coronado took set 2 at 25-20, and Coronado wins set number 3, 25-11. So South in a must-win situation right here, right now, to keep this game going. All right, so Luke Vasquez, Trinity Fezluawi, Kenny Shorten, Brady Dunlap, Hazy Marquez, and Eric Heredia on the floor for the Pueblo South Colts right in front of us. To the service line goes Gavin Mason now, and he'll put it in play. Marquez and Dunlap, and now Shorten with a soft roll. In the middle, big swing, big block base. Kenny Shorten. Nice attack up front by Ethan Ocampo, but Kenny Shorten there for the stick back, if you will, the block back, and it's 1-0 South. Luke Vasquez now to do the serving. Service is successful when Leonard sets to the right side. Jake, a soft attack, and from the 10-foot line is Marquez with a big swing. Nice dig in the back line. Tip around the block and good. Good work up front from that left side. Wyatt Hudson finds a piece of open court and puts it there. To the service line goes Ethan Ocampo now. So Ocampo set to put it in play. Takes the go-ahead side and floats it deep. Beltran and Vasquez. Shorten. Dug up there by Ocampo. From the back row is Mason. Dunlap is there. Vasquez now for Beltran. Takes a big swing. Big block up front. From the left side again comes Hudson. I stand corrected. Hurt took that pass or that set. Hurt will bump it back on a free ball. Fezluawi, Vasquez back to Trinity. Big swing, block back. Dunlap controls. Vasquez will just hit a roll to clear it. Ocampo off there to Hudson. He'll forearm it. Vasquez in the middle now. Kenny Shorten with a big swing and out. Had the right idea with that cut shot, but he was a little too far right and missed it wide. 2-1 Coronado. Ball put in play. Vasquez for Beltran. Looks to go cross court and he missed. Three to 1. And back to Ocampo with the service line. Vasquez for Trinity. Fezluawi with a roll shot to clear. Now the attack from Hudson. Nice dig by Marquez. Vasquez back to Marquez, and he missed it. Well played, but it's just a miss-hit volleyball. 4-1 Coronado. Ocampo to serve. And again, 86% from there. Been solid this evening. Kenny Shorten has it blocked back. Trinity Fezuluawi, big swing from the middle, put away by Nate Hurt. This team has played a lot of volleyball games here in the early part of the season. They are 8-0, talking about the Cougars of Coronado. Ocampo, the right-hander, to float it. Luke Beltran is there. Marquez make that Vasquez. Shorten with a forearm to clear. Leonard sets left side. Here comes Hudson. Trinity Fezuluawi on the return. Oh boy, free ball at the net. Tipped right back and good. Yeah, that was a loose ball. Josh Jake makes him pay for it. 6-1 is the lead. Back to Ocampo. Coming to the service line for his 7th straight serve. Right-hander puts it in play. Dunlap, oh boy, tip of the net. Yeah, that's what happens on the ball control. You got to make sure you handle that initial return of serve. 7-1, Coronado. Off to a very nice start here in the 4th set. Leading this match 2-1. Dunlap on the return. Vasquez with a setter's dump as he just pushes it over. Hudson takes a swing and it's blocked out. Off the block. Make it 8-1 back to Ocampo. Trinity Fez. Kenny Shorten checks out of the lineup. Jaime Enciso in for Pueblo South. And back to Ocampo to serve. Nice return in the middle. Enciso fires away and got it. Jaime takes a big swing. Got the put away, and it's 2-8 South volleyball with Trinity Fezuluawi to the service line. Leonard sets it in the middle. Big block. Jaime Enciso takes it one-on-one against Nate Hurt for the block back and a much-needed point for the Pueblo South Colts. 3-8. And the service is an error. Trinity Fezuluawi just missed. Jake will leave the lineup. Back in comes Luis Garcia. And Garcia will check in the lineup. He'll play back row and serve, and he'll do a little setting as well. They mainstay is a 5-1. Their base offense, at times they will run a 6-2, depending on situations. Service is in the air. Dunlap on the return. Jaime from the right side, hit it out. Well, he had the look he wanted, just hit it deep. 10-3. And again, back to Luis Garcia to do the serving. And he hits the net. Dunlap with a good serve. Beltran tips it at the net, got it. He's just bumped back on a free ball. Beltran saw that loose ball at the net and just tipped it around the defender for the point. And it's 5-10 with Dunlap to serve. I didn't think that hit meant over the net. South has an opportunity from the left side. Here comes Marquez. Another loose ball. Oh boy, South controls. Trinity on a forearm. With the return, there's Mason to the left side. Kirk fires away. Trinity will bump it up. Jackson Lay clears with a reverse shot. Garcia in the middle there for Nate Hurt. Here comes Beltran, hits it deep and out. Good rally, good hustle by both teams. Bezluawi on a nice return. Vasquez floats it over. Garcia to the left side. Big swing for Mason. He's blocked back. Vasquez in the middle for Jackson Lay. Bump back up front by Hurt. Garcia with a forearm set. Roll shot for Kirk. Got it. Well placed volleyball. That's well done. Trinity on the return. Beltran to Dunlap. Takes a swing. It's going to be a double hit and a net violation anyway. South volleyball, South Point, or South Point and volleyball. Enter Eric Heredia back to do the serving now, serving a 6-12 score for the men in black, Pueblo South. Service is a good one. Garcia back sets to the right side. Kirk just clears it. Heredia takes a swing off balance. He missed it. Out it goes. Score that a point. Marquez with a soft attack. Heredia on a reverse. Vasquez with the tip. On the return is Mason. And a free ball there from Kirk to the left side. Here's Marquez. Now Mason got it. I like his game. Gavin Mason elevates and puts it away, and it's 14-6 now. And it'll be Nate Hurt to the service line. He floats it over. Vasquez with the attack. Heredia going to bump it. Free ball. Got a whistle. Oh, they said that hit the top. I'm not sure if I saw that hit the top. If it did, it just grazed it. That's a good eye by the referee if that's the case. It's 14-7 and Marquez to serve. Garcia sets left side on Campo. Jackson Lay bumps it over. Garcia quick in the middle. Mason hits the net. Springtime volleyball on the boys' side. Nice to see that finally happen. Marquez again serving 8-14. Garcia for Mason, got it. And Bryce Kirk hits the net. Well, this team is senior heavy. When you talk about the libero, Nathan Lavelle is a senior. Hurt is a senior. Franklin a senior. Kirk a senior. Garcia is a senior. Ocampo is a senior. Jake is a senior. So 90% of their starters are seniors. So they come back with a lot of experience. Just like that from the middle, and it goes out. Ocampo just missed it wide. He looks over at coach and said, it was this much, just missed. 15 serving, make that 10 serving 15. Leonard sets to the right side for Mason, and he mishits the volleyball and hits the net. Jackson Lay to serve Mason there on the return. Leonard. Oops. Who was that set for? Set it up in the middle there for Ocampo, as well as Josh Jake. and neither one of them could make the play. 12 serving 15 back to Jackson. Jake cross court, got it. (16) serving 12. And that would put Mr. Gavin Mason back at the service line. He's having a game. His stats are a little bit weird because he's only at 55% from the service line, and he serves up another ace. That's his third ace of this match. And he goes for the big swing, and he hit it out. 17-12 advantage, Coronado Cougars. Heredia checks out of the lineup. Beltran back in for Pueblo South, so it'll be both Dunlaps on the floor. Marquez, Vasquez, Enciso, and Beltran. And Luke Vasquez to serve. Here's Ocampo over the block. Beltran trying to save it. Dunlap one shot to keep it alive, and he missed it. And you score that a point. It is 18-13, 5-point lead for the Coronado Cougars. So back to Ethan Ocampo, back to serve. Floats it short, missed it. Ocampo rotates out, libero back in. Nathan Levehe, I think is how you say his name. Looks like the Veil, but it's Levehe. Big Jake takes a swing and hits it wide. Will make that long and out. Trinity Fezuluawi back at the service line, serving a 3-point deficit at 15-18 now here in set number 4. Mason on the return. Leonard to Mason at the 10-foot line. Soft roll shot. Vasquez there. Beltran for Marquez. Through the block and good. Ran the offense nicely, but again, ball handling, huge. Trinity to float it over. On the return there is Hudson. Tip around the block, kept alive. Fezuluawi keeps it alive, nice play. Leonard sets it up in the middle, tipped by Hurt. Vasquez to Marquez again, and he's blocked back. Vasquez mishits it into the net, side out and a point. Jake with a missed serve. Ty Leonard checks out of the lineup, as does Jake. Back in Luis Garcia, he'll be one of the setters. And the ball put in play. Garcia with it, back sets to the right side. Hudson fires away. Fezuluawi on the return, reversed by Jackson Lay. Mason, and now from the right side comes a big swing from Kirk. Marquez. Now the left side, here's Hudson, got it. South a little bit dejected, a little bit war here. 20-17 is the lead. We're in the fourth set. But again, much like the Discovery Canyon Thunder, the Cougars of Coronado come at you from a lot of different angles as well. They serve it well, they attack strong. They had a tough start. It was a slow start. South had a really nice start, just not able to keep that momentum. It's 18 serving 20 now, and back to Eric Heredia, back to do the serving. Service is a good one. Levehe on the return. Big attack there from Mason. He's blocked back. Vasquez and Lay getting it done up front. Back to Heredia trying to get this thing to even. 19 serving 20. Garcia. Mason with a tip. Now Marquez with a soft roll. Here's Mason. He'll tip it over the top of the block. Vasquez for Marquez. He attacks. He's blocked back. Bryce Kirk with the kill. South just working, but man, oh man, Coronado just keeps coming back and coming back. 21-19, and here's Hurt. He'll put it in play. South controls, one shot to get it over. On the return is Hurt. Mason, dug up by Heredia. Cougars control. Here's Kirk down the lane. Vasquez, his shot's bumped back. A free ball, tipped by Jackson Lay at the net. Mason tips it over the block, bumped up there. Jackson Lay off balance. Ocampo, Garcia, and now here comes Mason. Got it. Went right to that back line, and Brody Dunlap mishits the volleyball, and it's 22-19. Dunlap on the return. Here's Lay. Yes! Like Jackson's game, he's got a nice game. Trinity Fezluawi checks out of the lineup. Back in is Brody Dunlap now. Where's number 40? He's a sophomore from Pueblo County. Brady and Brody. Both sophomores. And the tip down the right line by Bryce Kirk goes out. And it's 21-22. South Colts trying to force a fifth and final set. There's a timeout on the court. Let's do the same. We'll be back with more exciting high school volleyball presented in part by Sean Casados Insurance Agency and his staff. Proud to support the Pueblo community right here in Southern Colorado. Timeout on the ticket.
For a life of comfort, convenience, and enjoyment, welcome to Azteca Apartments.
We provide luxurious apartments and quality living for seniors 62 years and over, or those with disabilities. Our facility is smoke-free and features beautiful balconies with scenic mountain views and 24/7 maintenance for your safety. Our income-based rent and free utilities make Azteca Apartments an affordable option for any budget. With our healthcare education and physical fitness activities and various entertainment venues, we provide the necessities for a fulfilling life. Due to our high-quality maintenance and energy program, we were recognized as the #1 property in Colorado by the Governor's Energy Office in 2011. Experience a better way to live at Azteca Apartments.
Very pleasant good evening. Welcome back to the Spectrum Community Services broadcast booth. Live coverage presented by Gigi's Barbecue and Catering and Benefits Broker Insurance. Steve Shirley, Dave Vecchio, and their entire team on Highway 50 West. 21-22. That's how we serve it. With Marquez to put it in play, and he does. Got a double hit when we're tied at 22. Well, an opportunity now for the South Colts. And Jaziel Marquez back to the service line. Serving at about 90%. And the ball put in play. Cougars control. Mason hits the net. 23-22. South on the home floor. If they can get a window of opportunity right here to force a fifth set, they give themselves a huge chance. They'll have the advantage as the ball's put in play. From the right side, Kirk over the block and good. The blocking wall got there. Trinity Fezluawi gets there, as does Jackson Lay. And a nice read of the defense by Kirk. And here he is to do the serving. Bryce Kirk to the service line. Trinity on the return. Heredia back to Fezluawi. Roll shot over the top of the block. Garcia sets left side. Mason takes a big swing. Dug up back line. Dunlap. Here's Vasquez. He'll hit it deep. And Garcia again for Mason. Big hit. One shot to get it over. Oh boy, miscommunication. Vasquez and Marquez. And I thought Marquez got there and he called it. Vasquez got there. He called him off. and they let it drop, and it's 24-23. And serving for the game, the set in the match. Dunlap on the return. Heredia for Trinity Fezluawi down the line, bumped up, out it goes. Bryce Kirk mishits the volleyball, and we're tied at 24 apiece. Wow. Great concentration. And I really like the way the Colts are competing. They stay in every point. That's how you maintain your momentum, your energy. Ball put in play by Jackson Lay. Trying to get the advantage. Ocampo tips over the block, bumped up, kept alive. Marquez with a forearm shot. Ocampo's there. Leonard back sets to the right side. Mason takes a big swing, and it goes out. Good job up front, and Ciso and Fezluawi with the block, and it's 25-24. Boy, what great work. This guy's been solid all night. Gavin Mason to the service line now as Kenny Shorten checks back in. Jaime and Ciso out for the South Colts, and the Colts want a timeout. Well, we'll keep it here. This is a momentum breaker. 25-24. Our live coverage is presented by Colorado Front Range Roofing. Find them online at coloradofrroofing.com. Bounty and Yield Meat Market, your friendly neighborhood butcher, offering range-fed meats and a whole lot more. See them online at baysmeatmarket.com. And, of course, Pueblo Insurance, 1636 Highway 50 West. That's Deb Marino and her team. Well, here's how it's gone so far. South took the early lead, got to a great start in this one, took a 25-21 first set, gave up the second set 25-20. Set number 3 was 25-11 Coronado. That's where we are. They lead this match 2-1 and an advantage by 1 point of 25-24 here in set number 4. South needs a side out to get a point and get back into this one. If you're a Colt fan, they need this to keep the match alive and try to get their first league win here in 2023. And the ball put in play by Mason. On the return, Marquez, now Vasquez. Fezluawi with a soft roll to the back line. Mason in the middle. Ocampo bumped up. South has one shot to get it over. Marquez does. Ocampo is there. Leonard back sets right side. Jake takes a big swing. Bump back on a free ball. Got it! What a play by Eric Heredia. That was a laser. A booming shot. And how he even got a piece of his body on it is a mystery to me, but man, oh man, and he hit it just in play, and we're tied at 25. That's great work, and that is a momentum getter, if you will. Now the sophomore from Pueblo South, 5'6". Here comes Luke Vasquez. He'll float it deep to the back line. Here's Leonard with the volleyball to the left side. Hudson. South controls. Trinity Fezluawi down the line. Bumped up there by Leonard. One shot to get it over. Jake cross court. Dug there. Vasquez. Beltran to Marquez with a roll shot. Bumped there by Mason. Leonard quick in the middle. Tip around the block. Bump back by Vasquez. Nathan with it there. To the right side. Jake. Big shot. Got it. Brady Dunlap mishits the volleyball. 26-25 now. Advantage Cougars. I like this kid, Ethan Ocampo. He's a big in the middle, but plays well. Really good balance, just great all-around volleyball player. Down the line he goes. Beltran is there. Vasquez to Beltran. He'll push it over. Ocampo is there. Leonard in the middle. Big swing there for Hurt. He's dug up by Dunlap. And now Marquez rolls it to the back line. There's a big swing by Josh Jake. Out it goes, and we are tied at 26 apiece. Oh, my. Trinity Fezluawi back to the service line to put it in play. Mason on the return. Leonard for Jake. Tips it over the block. Dunlap keeps it alive. One shot to get it over. Vasquez can't get it on a reverse. Good hustle by Dunlap. Marquez got there to bump it up. Just not enough. It was too far out of play. Outside the line for Vasquez to make the play. And now serving for the match is Josh Jake. Off the net. Free ball at the net. Big hit up front. And that man right there, Nate Hurt, has gotten it done all night. What a match. 28-26 is the final in set number 4. 3-1 is how it went. We'll take a timeout, be back to wrap it up. Coronado remains unbeaten, 9-0, and they go to 3-0 in league play. We'll take the break, be back with more right here on The Ticket.
Proud to support area student athletes. Benefits Broker Insurance at 20 Club Manor Drive in Pueblo. The Benefits Broker team of agents has over 100 years of service in employee benefits and individual health care needs. Steve Shirley, Dave Vecchio, and the entire team prides themselves on the level of knowledge and service they bring to you, the client. Benefits Broker is your 24/7 resource for a variety of essential benefits-related information and with a proven dedication and commitment to excellence. Benefits Broker Insurance Pueblo in the Paycheck Dental Building and online at benefitsbroker.com.
Hey, good folks, once again, this is Tony Wright. Now, even though I've changed locations, I still get my barbecue at Gigi's Barbecue, located on Highway 50 West, right across from Chick-fil-A. From their lip-smacking ribs, pulled pork to the juicy brisket, Gigi's has it all. Gigi offers a friendly, down-to-earth atmosphere to dine in, and they can also bring the food to you as well. Gigi's can cater from 30 people up to 300 or more. They were also voted Best Barbecue in Pueblo in 2015. So get your barbecue fix on today at Gigi's, located on Highway 50 West, right across from Chick-fil-A.
The Topper Factory and RV Center of Pueblo is a family-owned and operated RV dealership and truck accessory store, serving the southern Colorado area for over 30 years. They also have an array of truck accessories, RV parts and accessories, and a certified RV mechanic to keep you on the RV road. Topper Factory is always prepared to help you with your RV needs, no matter what the season. It's like they always say, when the going gets tough, the tough go camping. Topper Factory and RV Center, Highway 50 West Pueblo, and online at topperfactory.com. Angela's Chapel Funeral Directors has been providing Pueblo and Colorado Springs communities with the same service they have provided their own family for many, many years. To treat every woman as if she were our mother or sister, every man as if he were our father or brother. Angela's Chapel Funeral Directors continues to provide caring and compassionate service with dignity and respect. And remember, when you lose someone you love, call someone that you can trust. Angela's Chapel Funeral Directors, online at angeluspueblo.com.
This program is brought to you in part by Spectrum Community Services, home and community-based services to persons with developmental disabilities. For more information, call 545-4057. Spectrum Community Services, adding more to life.
And once again, a very pleasant good evening. Welcome back at High School Volleyball 2022. I'm JJ Valentine as we are live from the Spectrum Community Services broadcast area. We're now talking with the head coach of the Pueblo South Colts, Sarah Sanchez. Well, Coach, a tough one tonight, but again, there's a lot of positives. It's early in the year, and you can take a lot from it. Now, we talked a little bit about this team coming back. They brought everybody back from last year, talking about Coronado's Cougars. They are senior-laden, and you can see the experience. And talking with their head coach in the pregame show, asked what's been key to the success of the early part of the season, going 8-0 coming into this one, and she plain and simply said it was the off-season. She said the guys had a really good summer. They had a really good off-season. They played a lot of volleyball. They were able to come together. I said, you hit the ground running. He said, that is why, because we played so much. We were gelled as a team when this season got underway. And that speaks volumes. And you and I talked about that last night, that off-seasons make a big, big difference. But your guys competed again tonight. Really did a nice job. They stayed in there. At times they could have let the ball hit the floor, but they were making diving plays, keeping the ball in the air. But I really liked the way that they attacked early on. You had a really good start in this one, a lot of momentum early on, but they weathered the storm. And that's what teams that have experience will do. Your thoughts on that?
Well, I think that we really did a good job tonight. It wasn't as good as I expected. I think losing my libero made a big difference. I mean, I didn't have him here tonight, and my defensive team, I think, kind of hurt us a little bit when it came to that. So you're getting used to a new player coming in that doesn't have the same style.
Right.
So everyone around him doesn't really know what he's capable of doing or doing. So, he was that I think hurt me quite a bit.
Yeah, and then when you talk about getting out of sync and now shifting the attention to Coronado,
Correct.
that's what she talked about was trust.
Yes.
She said these guys, they had a trust issue last year. They struggled a little bit with trust,
Right.
and after a summer of coming together, they were able to figure that out. And now, and that makes a big difference.
Yes.
Exactly what you're talking about right there
exactly.
is a new cog in the wheel, if you
Coming
will,
in there.
and comes in. But that's going to take time.
Yes.
And once you get that rotation of those guys, you won't skip a beat. But again,
Yes.
just a little bit different on that libero side. But
Yeah.
again, you talk about the way this team competed tonight, and I like the aggressive attack. Jaime finally got some big hits that you've been
Yes.
looking for.
Yes.
He's 6'5". He's a dominant player. And
Yes.
once he figures it out and gets into it, he finally got a taste of what he's capable of.
Yes.
You got to talk a little bit about your bigs because both of them played well tonight.
Yeah, they did. They did. Trinity was looking for the holes, and he was very consistent in that. I still think, again, he hesitates because of his injury.
Sure.
And
But he
was
is getting
playing
more
smart.
comfortable.
He is. And I really think I love Jaime just came in also and substituted for him, and he went and made a kill right away. This is
And a big
new
kill.
player, yes, and a new player that comes in and with that confidence, it was really huge. It was really huge. We just need to work on him. But Hasi kept hitting and hitting and hitting, and I love that about him.
He was phenomenal.
He's very aggressive, and he's definitely strong in the back row also. Very consistent in the back row. He helps me out a lot in the back row. So, it was overall, I think it was great. I think that we definitely need to come back stronger at the end of the season. We're going to have to come back stronger after we figure it out.
And they will, and they
Yes.
will figure that out. And you can see that. And night in and night out, it's getting
Yes.
better and better. And this was a great game of competition again tonight.
Yes.
The way they competed against a team that is senior laden and very well experienced coming into this one. I mean, they've got 8 wins on the year. So
Yes.
they've played a lot of volleyball in the early part of the season,
Right.
and they came in hitting the ground running. So the South Colts are getting to that level, but you see different guys making bigger plays night in and night out.
Yes.
So the wins and losses will take care of themselves as the little things that are being done. And you're
Yes.
seeing that because there's so much positive you can take away night in and night out.
Yes.
So what's
yes.
next now for the Colts?
Well, we have Cheyenne Mountain. Look, we have Cheyenne Mountain. So we're going to hope that we play just like we've been playing. I'll have my libero back for Cheyenne.
That's always a great
that'll
matchup
also-
with you guys.
That'll also build up the other players, having that regular rotation.
You
that we're
bet.
supposed to.
Like I said, night
We
in and
kinda have
night
to
out, it's
switch
getting
it out
better.
tonight. So yes.
And you got Cheyenne Mountain win. I didn't look at your
Friday.
Night. Okay.
Friday in Douglas County on Saturday.
Yeah, Douglas County and Cheyenne Mountain. It's been a gauntlet, but like I
Yes.
said, the guys are staying with it, and they're getting better night in and night out. And
yeah.
second half of the season is going to be fun and exciting.
yes.
All right, we're going to turn the microphone over to Luke Vasquez. We get him over here real quick,
All
like. Thank you, Sarah. Appreciate you taking the time as our post-game show continues. Put the earmuffs on there, Mr. Luke. Good to see you, man. It's good to have you back. I know you were out the first night here, but coming into this season, your expectations reaching the Sweet 16 as a freshman, the expectations had to be high coming into this season. Your thoughts coming into the season before we talk about this match itself? Because you were a big part of it last year. As a freshman, you got a lot of PT last year.
Yeah, I did. So just like my playing?
Yeah,
my
absolutely. Your summer, what'd you do to prepare to come in here? Obviously, your expectations are high. Getting to the Sweet 16 last year, I mean, you guys want to go beyond that and get to the Elite Eight.
Yeah, well, we were just at open gyms all the time because after the season ended, it was like open gym, like literally like I think the week after the season ended, there was open gym. So we were there every single day finding like a place to do it because we're not in season, so it's kind of hard sometimes. But
Sure.
But we were just there every day off season, just always working. And some people did club, I did club.
I was going to say, did you get a little club volleyball in last year? Good for you.
Yeah, it was
How
really
would you
cool.
travel? Did you see some pretty cool states and pretty cool different arenas that play in and different situations all the time?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that's a lot of fun to get into that. And you can see the game. You're one of the most consistent players that I've seen.
Thank you.
Even though you missed that opening night, I was like, Luke, where is he?
Yeah.
And he was gone. But to see you come out here and just being very, very steady and consistent, and now getting the team back at full strength now,
Yeah.
you can see night in and night out, it's getting better and better, and it's getting a little more fun, isn't it?
Yeah, progress, just progress. Yeah,
Absolutely. In the
I've noticed.
process, talk about that process and what you guys do in practice,
Well,
which you don't get a lot of right now because of the gauntlet you're playing
I
this
know,
week.
we had like 5 games this week. But we just we all do our own thing in practice, kind of like defense does defense, setting does setting, hitting does hitting. And then we all also converge and scrimmage at the end so we can all bring it together. And that's really why we're all one unit, which is why we do so good. So.
Yeah, and this team is getting better and better coming in tonight. So your role only as a sophomore in this year, but there's got to be upperclassmen and some of the guys that are at your level that are looking up to you because, again, you have the potential to be a 4-year guy for Pueblo South with all the PT.
Yeah.
What are some of the things and questions that some of the first-year players that are coming in here? Because after graduation, you guys brought some new kids in.
Yeah, definitely.
But some of the mainstays are right back at it. Talk a little bit about that.
Well, I just think for the newer players, they should just always be dedicated because I know before even high school, I was playing since 6th grade, and I would, if you ask my dad, I would be sitting on the wall every day for 2 hours a day. I'd hit the house always. He'd be annoyed. So,
you gotta love that, right?
Yeah,
but it's a process, right?
Oh yeah,
and that's
definitely.
the whole situation. And when you talk about that out there in the backyard by yourself,
yeah.
And do you ever drag your dad out there and say, "Hey, you got to come and help me"?
Oh yeah. I would always talk about if I ever went to college, I'd dedicate it to them because they'd always play with me. They'd always toss the ball. I'd serve a bajillion times at them. They'd be so tired. But I'd be the one who would want to. I'd look up YouTube tutorials. I do.
Sure.
Yeah.
And that's what you got to do. It's putting in the time.
Exactly.
And that makes a big difference.
Yeah.
Thanks for taking the time. Good job. And
Thank you.
best of luck for the rest of the weekend, man. You guys got a lot of action going on.
Thank you.
Luke Vasquez, good to see you, man. Appreciate you. All right, so there's the conversation with the coach and Luke Vasquez, pardon me, sorry to blow the name. But again, South gets right back at it. No rest for the wicked. They'll have 1 day of practice. Then it's going to be right back to action as they will get themselves back to work to get ready for, again, another team that has a lot of volleyball tradition, a lot of tennis tradition, a lot of soccer tradition, talking about the Red Tail Hawks of Cheyenne Mountain. Well, that's going to do it. We want to thank our sponsors for making the broadcast possible. And, of course, thank you for being a part of what we do right here at SoCoTicket.com. We thank you for seeing it through our eyes. And, of course, want to thank Chelsea Lynn, Tony Wright, Tracy Rink. My name is J.J. Valentine. Thank you so much, and we'll do it again next time right here on The Ticket.
This has been a sports presentation from SoCoTicket.com. The team that covers your team: Chelsea Lynn, Tracy Rink, Tony Wright, and J.J. Valentine.
That one's got a chance to go, and it's gone. Kiss it goodbye. Well, up there by Newton, the second for one down to first. In-time double play. From way downtown, switch. That's the follow again at the buzzer. The Cats get the win. Are you kidding me? Aragon to trigger it in. Looking for help into Austin. Terrence for a three. Counts if it goes. Good. Gets it to the back line and good. Senior defensive specialist floats it short for that one an ace.
We hope you enjoyed the broadcast and invite you to join us again next time. Until then, have fun, be safe, and thanks for watching through our eyes. SoCoTicket.com, your ticket to high school sports and more in Southern Colorado.